morning, Aristotle viewers. I am Ara.
And I'm Eliza. This is your virtual talk show.
Aristotle. So girl, here we go again in the blind item. Sinech Ite, he's one of the proponents of communication models developed. And you know what? According to his model, the speaker is the main figure in communication.
Oh, so the who ite?
He is no other than Aristotle.
For that famous one, can you tell me more?
Well, Aristotle viewers, Aristotle the great philosopher from Macedonia, Greece, and was once the tutor of Alexander the Great. Made an important contributions to logic, criticism, psychology, mathematics, and was the one who first proposed and wrote about the unique model of communication.
And according to the facts that I've found, it is called Aristotle's model of communication, right? And I've read that, according to his model, the speaker is the main figure of communication wherein it is the speaker's role to deliver his speech to the audience. This makes the communication process one way from speaker to the receiver.
You're right, Aristotle viewers, give us some reacts. Thank you. Now we already know about the communication model and its author. We will have this absolutely amazing game for today. This is what we call the risk or tell.
But first, let us welcome our dear Riscotelos and Riscotelas of the day, 3 students from different schools. And our dear co-Aristoteler, Miss Pierre Abuela, Miss Jennifer Castro, and of course, Mr. Caballero Shane. Welcome here in A Risk to Tell. Here we go, listen. So this is the mechanics.
So we have here the paper with numbers. Inside these papers are the words of important elements on Aristotle's communication model. First, you will pick a number and you can choose if you will tell or you will risk.
If you choose tell, you will tell us some information you know about the word you pick. But when you choose risk, we will ask a question or you will bring something requested by the host. Then you will show it to us. That clear? Yes or yes?
And of course, our dear co-Aristotles will confirm and react if you tell facts, and will be the one to tell and explain if you choose risk. Clear? Clear. Are you ready, our Riscitelas? Give us some heart reacts. Okay, first, Miss Generos Caballero, our first Riscitela. Give us from number 1 to 5.
I will choose number 3.
You choose number 3, and it is speaker, risk or tell?
Of course, I will tell. Well, the speaker is the crucial first element and main figure within the speech communication process. The person is fully responsible for all communication because he or she is the person who is presenting and delivering the speech.
That's good. Do you agree, our co-Aristotles?
Yes, exactly.
That's good. And just to add, without a speaker, there is no process.
Okay, thank you for that, our co-Aristotles. Now, Miss Abraham, you are here. You are the next. Pick a number, please.
Yes, hello. Thank you, Miss Alde. I'll go for the number 1.
Alright, number 1. So you choose speech, risk, or tell?
Well, honestly, I can think of anything right now, so I will risk it.
Oh, interesting. So, for your risk consequence, let me think. Can you please tell us just one shameful moment you have in your elementary days?
Okay, Miss Alda, this is embarrassing. Well, I remember biting my kindergarten teacher in her hand while crying because I don't want my mother to leave me. Oh my God.
I hope you learned your lesson. Anyways, Aristotle, Mr. Sheen Caballero, is there something you'd like to say?
Thank you again for inviting us here to your show. And to make it easier, speech is the human vocal communication using language, and it's words spoken to persuade and entertain the crowd.
Alright, it's our pleasure to have you here too, Co-Aristotle Shane. Risquetalas. Back to our game. Mr. Contreras, please pick a number.
I'll pick number 5.
Here
Tell.
it is. Number 5 is... Okay,
Tell.
Sean. Okay, you will tell. Tell now, please.
Well, it's simply the situation responsible for bringing people together.
Thank you for that, Risquetelo. Co-Aristoteles? Isabella.
Do you know that the author himself advises speakers to build speech for the audience on different time, occasion, and for different effects?
Yes, you were right.
Okay, well then, thank you for that information, Co-Aristoteles. Eliza?
Thank you again, Aristotle. So, we still have two numbers. Miss Abraham, again, I choose you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alda. I want to be chosen but not in this nerve-wracking moment. Kidding. Anyways, I'll pick number 2 and yes, I will tell.
Oh, nice. And this one is about audience. Now the mic is yours.
Okay, another important element, it is the group of people or the crowd within hearing. It is specifically the people who listening to the speech. Thank you.
Nice answer. Do you agree with it, Aristoteles?
That's a good explanation. Well done.
Okay, are you still up? Last but not the least, Miss Generous, I hope you're doing fine. The last numbers will be yours, and it is effect, risk, or tell.
Risk.
Okay, that's fine. You bring us something for your risk punishment. Can you bring us something color yellow? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and alright, what is that, Miss Generous?
Right?
Okay, that's amazing. Anyway, Co-Aristoteles, will you explain, please?
From the word itself, effects is the result of a message from the source of the communication process. It is the goal that the sender wants to convey the receiver.
It will also show the actions. It will also show the changes of the actions and the behavior of the receiver, influence of the source. For example, the speech of the politician in voting campaign, the audience may be inspired and they will vote the politician.
Yes, and I think that 5 critical elements of the Aristotle communication model.
Okay, thank you for that concise explanation, dear Co-Aristoteles, and thank you, Risquetalas and Risquetalas. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Eliza, what can you say?
Alright. right, thank you for your participation. Actually, I enjoyed this risk to tell segment and I've learned many things about the communication model. Aristotle viewers, would you like to give us some comments and react?
Thank you again, and we'll be right back. This is your virtual talk show.
Okay, we are here live with the next segment of A Risk to Tell. It is a risk to telling wherein people are free to criticize their topic for the moment. And the co-Aristoteler will answer them right after.
So what are we waiting for? Is there anyone who wanna ask something about the topic for today, which is Aristotle communication model?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We hear that Aristotle model of communication can only be used in public speaking.
That's actually right, ma'am. Aristotle model of communication has a golden rule to excel in public speaking, like seminars and lectures, where the sender makes his point clear by designing an impressive content, passing on the message to the second part, and they simply respond accordingly.
Is that good or bad?
Somehow it's good and somehow it's not, depending on how the speaker will hold the process. But for me, it's a good thing that the speaker will learn to analyze, will analyze with his audience and prepare his speech accordingly. The speech must be prepared so that the audience will be persuaded or influenced from the speech.
That's a good song. However, I wonder if it's still a good thing if there's no concept of feedback.
I admit, that might be a bad side, ma'am. The Aristotle communication model revolves around the speaker, and it is the only one who holds the responsibility to influence audience through public speaking. With that, there will be no concept of feedback, for it's one way from speaker to audience.
And ma'am, we all know that sharing of ideas as well as knowing your audience well will help you, or else it won't be possible for communication process to work.
Right, and just imagine talking to a toy without response as their feedback. Are you still willing to do the speaking? Knowing that trying won't give any answer. That's also the same with the communication process, which is the reason behind Aristotle's criticism. Many say that it will be hard to go on without the concept of feedbacks. As a result, I just think it is an disadvantage.
Yes, some way it is also a good idea that in Aristotle model, there's no concept of communication failure such as noise and barrier as well.
Is that true?
Practically, there's nothing like. When you're talking on a phone, you will encounter some technical problems such as no sound while talking because of technical breakdowns or no network coverage or signal that can happen anytime and anywhere.
Here in Aristotle communication model, there will be no noise like a cry of baby, sound of a coming vehicles, or a ring of bell on your background. You will not be worried that you might not be heard because of the sound of a rain or thunder. And I think that's a good advantage.
I'm starting to love how Aristotle model of communication works. That process are really good.
All right, that's so fast. We love it too, right, Eliza?
Yes, I agree. What an amazing day today. We have so much takeaway for today's topic actually.
I cannot argue with that. Again, thank you, co-Aristotles, the Risquitelas and Risquitelas for today. And to our Aristotle viewers, I hope you had fun. Share your comments and reaction. Time check, it is already 12:15 p.m. Again, this is Aristotle.
Sharing sharing the very first model with Aristotle viewers.
Remember, we share the truth without limit but with Him.
Hope you enjoy watching. Till next time, God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.